It's Sailing and Adventures with Sam and Adam, and today we are on the Queen Mary in Long Beach. How awesome is that? This is part one of a three-part series. We call this Commanding the Seas, where we show you the upper decks, the wheelhouse, the bridge, and see what other fun we can get into. Let's go! Alright, hey y'all. Sure you hear the car alarm going off in the background. That's because a big horn just went off.
Here, spin this way.
And let me tell you which way?
Spin.
Which way? This
Go.
way?
Spin.
This way? It's from this little
Can't see.
submarine right here. That's what. No, wait a minute. Oh,
There it
wait,
is.
what is this? What is this behemoth? What is this thing behind us? Here we are. We are in LA at Long Beach, and we're getting ready to go check out the Queen Mary. Well, we're going to check in. We're going to see if we can check in. I think they said check-in is not until 4, but at least we could probably drop our luggage off, and then we can start touring this big old girl here. So, from what I read, she was first put into service in 1936, and she was removed from service in 1967. And the city of Los Angeles got her, and they built this area here, and she's being preserved. We got one of her lifeboats out here. But I know online when I looked at other YouTube videos, this thing looks so small, but it is actually bigger than a normal cruise ship lifeboat. Definitely bigger than that. But we are going to go up these steps over here and make our way in. And yeah, this is what we're doing today, guys. We're going to check out this old ocean liner. So stay tuned. We checked in. They told us to go up to level 3. It's kind of like the gangway getting on the ship. Sam's got first steps on. First steps on already. Yeah. It's like walking back in time. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Yes. Alright, so we are checked in.
Checked in.
Early.
So early, so it's noon. So check-in time is 4 o'clock. So obviously rooms are ready.
Yeah, so we are going up to M deck. Right now we're on A deck, but we're going to go to M deck. Take these old elevators here. Alright, so we got up a deck here, and we're going to head down to our room, which I think is down 3/4 of the way down this hall, I think, or on the other side. I don't know. But I don't know if you guys can see in the video, but the ship has a natural bow to it, and everything's not exactly straight. Here you can see some of the framework on the doorways. It's crooked to account for this bow. But we're gonna get to our room here. All right, here we are, our room, M131, which is a deluxe harbor view. Sam was hiding behind the door there. I don't know if you caught her in the mirror, but this is our room. It is pretty spacious. Nice bed. I read online that these vents sometimes aren't working, but I don't know if you can hear that. They're definitely blowing air, and it's cooler.
Good temperature.
It's a good temperature, actually. Yeah. There's an old fan. You get your ironing board and a closet. There's a little musty in there.
Little grandma's house smell.
There's another one. Alright. Here's our TV. I wonder if this is an original 1936.
I think, yeah, it's
you
just
think?
like this one that's original. But
Yeah.
it is operable.
Yeah. Alright, and we come around. We got our mirror. Nice little sitting area over here. And some water. And here's our porthole windows and our view of the harbor. You got these more of the vents, more lights, and I'm not sure where this goes to, if it goes to another cabin or if it's...
I think you can see other cabin.
I'm not sure, but it's locked. There's drawers over here, and dressers, and there's hooks everywhere. Tons of hooks. Little nightstand here. Was that an alarm clock?
Yeah.
Alarm clock. And yeah, I'll go check out the, when you come in, oh, there's another nightstand on this side. But when you come in, it's kind of weird because there's this little bathroom sink here. So, but then you go into the bathroom, which they all have raised thresholds just like on a real ship. And you come in here, and there's a sink in here too. Hair dryer. Little vanity on the wall. I'm not sure which nozzle or which valve to turn. No, you stick with that one there. These are the original. But I mean, look at that there, and yeah, vent. And this probably ties into one of the tubes on the top of the on top of the ship and vents all the air out. So you go yell down one of those tubes and yell at somebody. But yeah, so this is our this is where we're staying the night. Room 131.
I'm afraid to test it, but I think you can open the window.
You can open the windows, yeah. Well, here we'll come over and.
Because I noticed all of them
Yeah,
are
it's
unlocked
actually
except for
open.
this one.
It's actually.
Nice harbor breeze coming in.
Yeah.
There's a tour boat out there.
So this is our room. But we are going to figure out which way we want to go first. And yeah, so see about the ship. For real. All right, everyone. We are up topside on the bridge right now. Very top of the Queen Mary. We just gave you the room tour. There's Sam walking there, and there's her funnels. These are not her original funnels. These are stainless steel funnels. Her original funnels fell apart when they were pulling her boilers out. When they did that, the funnels just disintegrated basically. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be going in that big dome over there, and there'll be a cruise ship parked right there. So, but you can see like there's certain aspects of the Queen Mary that still need a lot of work, and so like this is an area here. There's actually grass growing, you know, so slowly they are getting stuff done. But here's a look down, and this is the Wheelhouse up here, and there's a little tour going on. So I'm not going to talk, we're just going to kind of walk through, and maybe we'll hear something good. Oh yeah, yeah, amazing. Yeah.
So was it closed for a while?
Yeah.
Once it ran for a while and then it needed a big refresh. Is that when it closed down?
Well,
There was another time where I think financially they shut her down. That was paid for us, but yeah, the city has owned the ship, management and care of the ship, private companies, and that has been, an up and down story. Historically, the problem is even well-intentioned companies they prioritize profit because no, I completely get that. Those were the good companies. Other ones just saw it as an advantage of a city-owned asset, and the company that was running the ship before the pandemic shut her down. Was embezzling and just left the ship
New York.
in a really terrible state. It was really bad scene. So that's what took so long to get. After we were shut down for COVID, the ship was shut down for over 3.5 years because the city basically had to reevaluate how they were going to manage things. The short version, the city is now more directly involved in caring for the battleship in the history of the United States Navy, and so technically they should have had the honor of the surrender, but the president was from Missouri, so he chose the Missouri. So some of the crew out there in Jersey are a little raw about that because they're like, hey, they kind of stole making some decisions in terms of the maintenance and upkeep. The Queen Mary is in much better shape now than she's been for a long time. I started on the ship almost 19 years ago. Wow. So I've seen her in worse days and better days, and the last couple of years have been very encouraging.
Is it part of the park system?
We aren't really. You mean like the federal parks, national parks?
I meant like, or like this, I didn't know.
All right. So now we're on the other side here. And this side will allow us to go down. So we'll check that out here in a sec. Again, she needs some work over there. Alright, it's not quite a carnival funnel, but so I believe these are not called horns, they're called whistles, and they're called what? Typhoon whistles, not typhoon whistles, typhoon whistles. So, and those went off at noon. They go off at noon, 3, 6, and 9, I think. So maybe we can get back up here and try to get that on record for you. But we're gonna go down a deck here. Now some of this piping here, this ductwork that you see along here, this is how they get AC and ventilation through the system, through the rooms now. That's how they get it done. Here's one of those lifeboats actually hanging, and their plan is to get all of the lifeboats back up and hanging again. But we're gonna walk over here and check out the, I believe it's the captain's quarters. So now they do have a lot of tours, and you'll see in spots like over here, you got little seating areas, and this is where they'll bring a tour in and they'll do a lot of talking. We just talked with the guy up in the Wheelhouse about the Queen Mary a little bit. And here's some of the outfits, and here's the captain's bedroom, or what it would have looked like, pretty close to the time period. And here's first officer clothes or uniforms, second officer, junior second officer, and chief steward. And then we have some flags. Now we have the captain's day room. So this is where you'd have people come in, obviously do some work maybe at the desk there. This looks like a spot where they kept something of some sort, probably canisters of something, not quite sure. And this is the staff captain's bedroom back in there. And his area out here. Here's another bathroom, kind of looks like ours, but here's with all the plumbing. So all the different knobs represent there was salt water and regular water or fresh water. So salt water was a thing that they believed was, you know, healthy and good for you, and so they would you could request, my understanding is you could request specific soaps and shampoos that work better in salt water. But yeah, here's the chief engineer's room here. So you can really see the dip up here of how this dips down. So, and what was Sam doing up here? She hit a button and she had somebody talking. So is there a thing that you scan? You scan the QRs? All right, let's see what this does here. Okay, so we have the QR codes right here. And if you scan it
with my camera, but then it brings you to the website.
It brings you to the website, and then you can listen
what you
to.
And I don't know why it's doing that. It
Bringing up
worked a couple
candle
times.
for. Oh, there it goes.
This area features the private quarters of the highest ranking officials on the ship. On display is the captain's bedroom and day room, as well as the quarters of the staff
There you
captain.
go. Yeah. So that's. You can come in, as long as you're staying here, you have free reign of the ship. You don't have to take any kind of tour or do anything special. You have complete free reign to walk through and see everything. All right, well, we didn't come around back here, but we have the, what's this, the captain's steward. So the steward for the captain. And his little room, and then we have the steward's pantry. So this is where the steward would run and get stuff for everybody, and if somebody needed something, that board would tell them who needed what, and they would come. Alright, so we came outside, and they have this set up. This is the pickleball court now, so you can actually come up here when you're staying on the Queen Mary and you could play pickleball. But I believe this area was used for some other kind of activity. Shuffleboard, I think, was over in this area, and I don't see any like photos of anything showing what. This was the sports deck is what they called it. So they did sports. That's what they did. What does one do on a sports deck? Sports. All right, and then we got the wireless room here.
I got plenty of wires if you want wires.
You got tons of wires. It's not quite wireless.
That's right.
Yeah, so check this out, guys. This is
We do radio as ham radio today.
okay. Yeah. Alright, so we're just talking to the guy about the wireless room a little bit. And ship communications. This is an area that's still being worked on. This is, I believe, the squash area. Don't quote me on that. I remember there's a dome in there, and I could see the dome. I don't know how big a squash court is. How big's a squash court, hon? But I believe that was the squash court right there. It's on the sports deck, so sports gets done on the sports deck. Right? Right. All right. Coming down here, and here's our putting green. Sam was talking about the putting green earlier. Get a little piece over here on the wall. Audrey Hepburn took her picture right here, right here, back in 1967. So there you go. And what's the name of that boat out there? It looks like it says the Catalina Express.
I bet you it's going for the Catalina wine mix.
Maybe it's going to the Catalina wine mixer. So when we were talking to the gentleman up in the Wheelhouse, we were talking about the record for crossing the transatlantic, and this ship held that record for a long time. It beat out the Normandy, and then the Normandy got it back, and then it beat it out again, and it held on to it for a while. I'm going to say like 14 years, until the SS United States, which is now being turned into a natural coral. It's being sunk in Florida. It held the record. Still does for passenger transit. So I don't know, which way should we go here, hon?
Let's get back to the back and loop the road.
To the back? That's the back.
No.
This is
Or
the
the
front.
front.
We can go the front or the back. Let's go to the front. So this takes you down to the lower promenade. We're not going to go down there right now, but we will. We'll be down there in a jiff here. Well, I don't see much more to walk forward, so I'd say let's walk aft. Alright, so we're heading towards the aft of the ship. And this is where we came down the steps. Signals. Get the bloss. We got Sir Winston's. Now this is a place you go eat. I think it's still the Chowder House, but it has the Chelsea Chowder House menu here. I'll get a better view of this and put it up for you guys. On you making a call? Hello? 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 This is the Queen talking. It's the Queen. Were you talking to the Queen?
What? Then I got mad.
Were you? Oh, you got mad at the Queen, hung up? Here's these vents I was talking about earlier. This is where all the exhaust from inside the ship comes up. A bunch of famous folks that were out here took pictures in this general area.
Little stairs to little decks.
There's
Where do we
little
go?
stairs and little decks.
This is like my friend's deck.
This is Sam's friend's deck. Yep. Oop, sorry. Almost.
Multiple stuff.
There's the aft of the ship. All right. Well, I think what we're doing is we're kind of just working our way down outside. Are we gonna continue to do that? Are we gonna work our way back inside? And I don't know. It's nice out. Let's venture downward. Oh no,
Just bumped into a rail.
it wasn't that bad. So some of these decks, this is what they've done to try to preserve them. They put plywood down and to kind of hold the tiki, keep the teak in the okay shape for right now. Winch for pulling up the line, tie off lines. That's the Serenity deck. There's no pool. There's no hot tub. Yeah. None of that. None of that. Alright, well this is pretty much the exterior decks. We have the inner promenade that we need to do and all the interior rooms, so I think that's where we're gonna venture.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that a plan?
Plan.
Plan?
Stand.
Plan, Stan?
Stand.
Stan? Plan? You know what this is? This is pretty cool.
It is pretty neat too.
Alright, we are now on the promenade deck. And we're coming inside here. This is the Queen Mary Royal Wedding Chapel. It's locked. I don't know if you can see in there. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But obviously they do weddings on the ship. And there's the other staircase, and these are historical elevators. The chaplain's office is private, which I think is all still part of this wedding venue
Yeah,
thing.
there's like pews in there, an altar. Or I call it
This
an
is
altar.
the Victoria room, which it's locked too. So, I guess it kind of looks like that. Or yeah, there's the King's View room, and then so places to have meetings, banquets, whatnot. Okay, let's go back out to the promenade. Like, where's this go?
Off the ship.
Back off the ship now. I don't know if you can see the bow of the ship out here, how it bows down. Alright, so originally I thought I would do this in a two-parter, but we captured so much of this ship and it would just be wrong to shorten it and cut it even more. So we are going to extend this. This is going to be part one of a three-part series. So we are going to end here today. Please come back, see part 2 and part 3. We still have a lot to show you, a lot of the inside of the ship, and the propeller room, and all. There's so much more good stuff, but I'm really excited about this. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and keep coming back. Hit that notification bell so we can show you some more stuff.
Sailing free, where its tales are born. Every sunset